Oh, all right, Marvin. Okay. There's a young man in Mandeville, Manchester. We have, how much carry me? I have 10 cars where I'm used for rental. You know how he got those cars? He got a loan. He has his a registered business at company's office. Having tax, everything, I pay tax. Yeah? And he went for his firearm. Yeah? You know that FLA went by his house and tell the youth, say, yeah, you are God. We were not compelled enough. We were not compelled enough to actually issue a firearm. The following week, thieves came and stole one of the youth car. And him have to pay a loan for him vehicle them. Him borrow money, him have to pay back and him carry them. And FLA denied that businessman in Jamaica is firearm. You know that every Chinese in Jamaica is protected? Did you know that? Did you know that every Chinese and their business in Jamaica, they're protected? Huh? Every Indian, them business, protected. Yeah? True. And it doesn't take them any time to also get their bank accounts. But ordinary Jamaicans can't get a bank account. Ordinary Jamaicans can't get a license firearm. You know who they give it to? They give it to them friend. If you have even scammers in Jamaica are being issued licensed firearms. Even scammers in Jamaica have licensed firearms. You see a man like me? See a man like me? I not play now. I not play. And I am so happy. I'm so happy that I am one step closer to being the president of Jamaica. Not prime minister. The president. The things that I'm going to do to the people who have robbed and raped my people, may God have mercy on them. I am tired of watching my people get robbed, murdered innocently, cheated. And you know what it does? It forces a lot of Jamaicans to steal. You ever wonder why so much Jamaica are thief? You never wonder why so much Jamaicans steal? Most of them are trying to survive. It's survival. It's survival. True. You might not agree because I said, if it happen into most Jamaicans are stealing because of survival. Me, I would steal also if I am placed in a position where I have my children, I'm gonna have no money, there's no job, the minimum wage now work, the bills are on me. It's when that pressure mounts, morals and values go through the friggin' door. The pressure pushes out morals and pushes out values. You're not thinking about where the people where you got church with is going to think about you if them find out. At that point, you don't care about nobody. You're about survival. So when a mother steals most times to feed them herself and her pitney them and ignore one gunman who just thief and give her a piece of money, she just ignore it. She knows it's wrong, but she has survived. She has survived. When you go somewhere, enough people are choppy line. Them are choppy line because them are survive. There's no opportunity there for the people. We're going to create a Jamaica that is going to be different. You know why I laugh? I don't think any of you have a clue as to how easy I can fix the problems of Jamaica. like, I am there thinking like, Jesus Christ. It is so easy to fix the problems in Jamaica. It's not even funny. When we say easy, we mean easy. Like easy. And I did not just come here and talk. I gave literal ideas that if implemented immediately, Jamaica would be among the richest countries globally. All it requires is leadership. All it requires is leadership. I put out a flyer and people don't understand the flyer. Everybody I say, NCB a lockdown for you. Jamaicans, don't have to read with understanding, you know. The flyer say, we literally want the monies them were not thief. 10,000 Jamaicans must close them account February 2020, Friday, the 22nd. We say closing the account if the people them don't get back thank you. If the people them don't get back their monies that were scammed or stolen, everybody just read the top part of flyer. Nobody not read the bottom part of flyer. This say it is not. People treat it as a message coming from NCB that they need to shut them account. They need to close them account now. Some people say, see, Marvin did that turn a long time for lucky. And I say, Lord God. And some people still read the comments and like. Some people will say, people, wanna read the flyer. The man never tell you that. Wanna read, go read the flyer. Hey, when me tell us said, as a nation, so it has taught me something. The next flyer that we're going to do is going to be very simple and straightforward. We're going to make it, just put a few words on it. Now, we're not going to put so much word. We're not going to put so much word. My God. What is the point of having the bank close down the accounts? I said it last night. I'm going to say it again. The country on a need for demand immediate access to the cryptocurrency market. CNBC, everybody knows CNBC, big news network in America. They have a list, like for them list. You know, like the Fortune 500, they have something known as the 50. And XRP, as in Ripple, the company Ripple, is the only cryptocurrency that is on the Disruptor 50. Disruptor. It means it had disrupt everybody's life. It had disrupt the market. It had disrupt it. A disruptor. Which is a good thing. Meaning the new kid on the block will disrupt everything. They were rated 16 out of the top 50 disruptor companies. And it is the only cryptocurrency firm that made it. When America passes the Clarity Act, for those of you who don't know, last week, Thursday, it was a unanimous decision to advance the crypto bill from the US Senate. So it passed the Senate House. It has now gone on to the House. So from Senate, I think, to House, and then from House to President Trump's desk. Last year, it was 294 to 194, or somewhere thereabout, in terms of the votes for the Clarity Act. You see, once it is passed, everybody with US dollars, every country that is holding US dollars, the petrodollar days are over. The petrodollar days are over. So this whole banking thing that I'm doing and asking to shut an account is because that's another way to force the government to give us what we want. We need immediate access to the cryptocurrency market. If that happens, without me being installed in the government, I can still help you from here, and you can help yourself. Why? Because now the government will be forced to give on what I want, which is access to the crypto market. And now you can use your card, your debit card, or or Visa or whatever credit card, and you can now buy your little bit of crypto. And little bit of crypto here means the same $10 video we did put out there, where you can probably buy one $10 worth of XRP if that you have, or one $20 worth, and you probably get about six eaten or about 12 for the $20. Now, let's say you invested $20 US, which is about 3,000 Jamaican dollars, and you buy some XRPs now, and you were able to get about 12. I believe, this is my honest belief, that by now and the end of this year, one XRP could be anywhere between 5 to 10,000 US. That's what I believe. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not offering financial advice. My beliefs are purely because of certain catalysts that are about to advance the price of XRP. One, Japan will start tokenizations or accept tokenizations through stablecoins starting June 1st, that is next month. That was saying countries can now pay for Japan goods and services using stablecoins. If they're going to do that, Japan payment rail is the XRP ledger that is ready to do the transactions. So they're saying we are ready to trade in crypto. That's all that is saying. Starting June 1st, we are ready to trade in crypto, not US dollar, not any other money, but the cryptocurrency. Yeah. Cayman Islands, big and proud. I go straight crypto, you know. Bermuda, first country in the world to be going fully crypto on the blockchain. Where is Jamaica? Jamaica could have been leading because in 2021, Jamaica developed the central bank digital currency, which also is a category of a digital asset that can work on the blockchain. It's just that we don't want this digital asset, because this digital asset called CBDC, it means a central bank digital currency that is owned by a central authority, which is the government and Bank of Jamaica. So Andrew Holness and his government can freeze everybody's money. But that was not the real concern. The only reason why Jamaica is in a predicament now where Andrew Holness have to roll it out is because the rest of the world is fastly adopting cryptocurrency and digital assets. And in order for Jamaica to trade with Japan or the rest of the world, they are going to have to trade using their central bank digital currency. Andrew Holness them can't deal with that. Oh, one last topic before I come off. And this is why we need to shoot it down, because that central bank digital currency, it cannot grow. So just like when we say XRP can become 5 to 10,000 by the end of the year, with the central bank digital currency, yeah? With the central bank digital currency, it does not appreciate in value. The only persons will benefit is the banks. And you might ask, how? How will they benefit? Just as how they've always been benefiting. They take your money and they loan it to somebody else, and that person has to pay 12 to 20% interest on the principal over a period of time. So they make billions from a stable coin, whereas you only have a stable asset that cannot grow. It can't grow. You're not making no money upon it. And it is still prone to inflation. Now, if you demand for the government to open up the friggin' thing, open up your eyes to cryptocurrencies, what will happen now is that the average Jamaican can buy them 10 and then 20 cryptocurrency coins, maybe them XRP or Stellar or Ondo or HBAR or whichever cryptocurrency you feel like you want to buy. And guess what? If those assets go to like $1,000 for one, then your 10 would have been 10,000 US. If it goes to 2,000, your 10 becomes 20,000 US. Now, in 1929, you had what was called the Great Depression, where more than 100,000 people took their lives. because there was a financial crash. Why am I telling you about that? Why am I telling you about that? Experts, and I'll give you one name, Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, who is a philanthropist, a multi-billionaire. He and his words have been saying it for the past 2 years, that the next financial crash will be worse than 1929, the Great Depression. You hear me say? Will be worse than 1929, the Great Depression. This means that a number of people, when America move over from fiat to cryptocurrency, the debt of the US dollar is going to send a lot of people into shock mode. Shock mode. There are a number of people who are going to lose their lives. A number. Stress. I got cause you if you do a lot of things. The debt of the petrodollar, because the debt of the petrodollar, because the petrodollar means a 50-odd year deal between Saudi Arabia and some other countries would have it that oil must be bought in US dollar. So US would have make, it's like a toll US put per oil, which is the largest commodity globally. Yeah? And that ended last year. The petrodollar agreement, nobody re-signed it. Actually, it was 2020. It was 2025, 2024 and 2025. Yes. Yes. It ended. So no other country is taking the US dollar for oil anymore. Well, I'm not saying no other, but in the Middle East as it is now, they're not accepting US dollar for oil. So US used to make foreign exchange of the petrodollar. Now that that has ended, the US don't have nothing else where make no money. So the country are sinking a debt fast because their main source of income was cut off. Their lifeline, the engine that was pumping money in the US, terminated. When you tell people this who are holding US dollars, like some investors call me, yes, you know yourself, I want to match that. I have to be having a conversation when I say, listen, why are you investing X amount when you have X amount in the bank? So let's just say they have 10,000, but then just want to do the bare minimum of 2,000 cherries. And I'm like, why? So you are certain about, well, obviously you're not certain, but you go out on a limb if you trust an entity or a product that I and Google have proven to you that it works and it will be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars in the very near future. So you have your money and you prefer to keep it over here in the bank where it is losing value by the minute, rather than investing it over here where the potential growth will make you wealthy. So when you take the 2,000 and come over here and left it 8,000 and then you lose the 8,000 and now you make one good little money after this, but you could have made enough not just to retire yourself, but to now retire your entire family, generational wealth. So we can't even be selfish with the investment in terms of how we think. You probably think that people are trying to pull out more Tiffany's and Marvin them for do like me. Yes. Where you draw out a light. Yes. is if when you come to me, I am not excited to take nobody's cherries. I'm not excited. I'm excited to find out where your mindset is. The future for you and your children, for you and your family. And if you don't have a good one, I'm not interested in your investment. You can't keep it. I'm not interested in it. I'm about building generational wealth. And if your mindset under there, I can't work with you. I don't want to work with you. Because I'm going to see as somebody who don't have no ambition. I want to work with black people with ambition right now. Black people with ambition. With ambition. When you sit down there, when you work in a sonata, when you make a little money, and you're giving it to a bank. Marvin, intelligence on a different level. DJ Scratch, manners and respect. Someone say, I have a lot of ambition. Yeah. You see, for me, as I told you before, guys, quickly, and I'm going to finish exactly 11 minutes. But I always have put time, I mean, I respect your time. Me, I done 11 minutes. So I'll finish. That would be pretty much 11 o'clock in Jamaica, 12 o'clock here. I lost a lot of money because nobody taught me what I knew. In 2015, I made a lot of money, and I also lost a lot of money trading, and I was very good at trading. Sitting there, I watch candlesticks every day, and I do Bollinger Band, this, MACD, RSI. I studied this and Fibonacci retracement and blah blah blah, and it go to the 516 level and this. Not interested anymore. And it took me a while to grow. And now I pride myself as one of the most educated person on the topic, XRP, in my sphere. I'm still a student because there are things that, yeah, it's still outside of my my box. But in terms of understanding enough to educate my people, because that's what I'm doing. I'm educating you about how you can go make money rather than sitting there every friggin' day. I clean people toilet. I mop people floor. I look after people sore foot. Stress out yourself. Now I get enough money. Pitting in the ears, hungry, want food, can't buy clothes now. And it's like, oh no, nah, listen. Like I say, yo, I want blacky people them. Want black on no consciousness. What make me conscious or no conscious? Boy, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Now, the last thing I want to touch on before I go, which is going to open a lot of your eyes tonight. Last thing I'm going to leave you with. The government of Jamaica got $200 million. $200 million US dollars today. A security catastrophe bond. But there's something that you're forgetting. They didn't just get the money free like that, you know. They put up some money, an insurance money. So them call it and make it look pretty. Did you know that in order for them to actually get that money without it costing the nation, another hurricane must come to Jamaica, must hit Jamaica, and must have a certain parameters? Huh? I don't think anybody hear me, no Jesus. If I am wrong, I will stand corrected. But this is my honest, limited understanding. So in other words, hurricane season come, and them get one bigger, then get one bigger insurance money from World Bank. Yeah? But that insurance money has clauses attached to it, just like the first one. There's a contract with them that comes with the money. They're not telling about the contract part. They're not telling about that part there. So here I'm going to tickle on her brain now. You remember that Melissa came here and these people struck a deal, same deal with the World Bank, that listen, yo, I take out the money, 150 million, and we'll put up this street, insurance policy. But here we go. We want it for a hurricane or a leaky country. So World Bank says, okay, all right, no problem. Tell you what. So we'll give you 150 million US, but the storm, it has to be a category 5. And it must hit. It cannot pass the island or go close to the island. It must make landfall. Not only that. And not only that, and not just category 5, you know. It's not just category 5, you know. It have to have serious pressure of 900 and odd, must be millibars or millis, however they measure it. The specifics was ridiculous. You know why? Because it has never ever happened in the history of the Caribbean. No storm of that particular magnitude never passed. So why would you agree with the country money to an insurance contract like that? That's not even gamble. That's a madness. Because the likelihood of that storm coming is almost next to impossible if we should use previous data of storms that have traversed our region before. Yeah? I saw scientists do them thing. They must say, well, that has never happened. So why would you agree to that? Well, guess what? It came. The weather people were in the storm, the same people them with something known as HARP. HARP. You see the HARP machine? It's a weather manipulator. It can manipulate the weather. I'm going to go do a research. HAARP. 2 A's in there. HAARP. Go do your research. And the storm was directed. The storm was orchestrated. It was not coincidence. And it was not God. It was man at work. A lot of you still find that hard to believe. Find it very hard to believe. The same thing that we were telling you, and you say, we are idiot. In America right now, a number of states have banned weather manipulation, which is really HARP, and cloud seeding. It's called cloud seeding and also HARP that manipulates the weather. So this is, I'm going to use the last 3 minutes. I'm going to think on it as I'm going to go on the bed. So now that Andrew, them take an even bigger band. Oh, Father God, take time with me, no man. Take time with me. Just download this in them for me, sir. Before me jump over this, sir. And you're telling me that you went through all of that to get $150 million. And you're taking $150 million immediately after a hurricane and gave it to JPS and told the country that it's $350 million JPS need. So we need to give $150 million and them are going to find the other $200 million. Let me ask you a question. Has JPS found for them $200 million yet? I don't know, you know. Someone who follow news more than me. And has JPS found their $200 million yet? to add to the 150 million? Darrell Vaz and those who agreed must go to prison. Somebody said, me not think so. No, no, they haven't found it. They didn't find it. Even in the parliament, I think, what's his name there? The guy there from the PMP guy were always, I think the one on finance, was asking them about it. No, they can't, JPS can't come up with them 200 million. So Jamaica secured a catastrophe bond to help the citizens of the country and were robbed of the insurance. Oh, by the way, you know why we were robbed? Because it was taxpayers' money that actually that was put up to get the bond to help the people. And it only benefited Darrell Vaz, JPS, and whoever else, because none of us have seen where that money went. We don't know where it go. We only hear say go to JPS, but we're not sure how much of that 150 million JPS actually got. Because guess what? People are still without electricity 7 months later. And they wanted the 150 million to restore power within 3 months. Within 3 months, that's what he said. Within 3 months, power would have been restored to everybody. Darrell Vaz is so. So I'm going to ask you this provocative question. And it's 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock your time. And then I'm going to say good night for real. I'm not going to realize this from my mind there. So if Jamaica has now secured another catastrophe bond worth more than the 150 million, now at 200 million US, and them already get it, which means you get the insurance yet. The hurricane season is about to start. Could it be that the government of Jamaica, with its operatives, are planning a bigger storm? Or this time, could it be a tsunami? Let me tell you why. I don't want anybody to see me as no friggin' conspiracy theorist. It's when time me talk something. You see when me talk? You see when me talk? You see when me talk? You see when Marvin talk? You see when Marvin talk? You know, think a plan thing with El Nino, Marvin? Of course it is. And this is why they already give the bond early. Nobody now give up no insurance money before nothing ever happen. Like, hello? Money. You can't get it. If it's time, you get the money. Why would you want to give them the money? Why would you want to release the money before the hurricane season even start? Why? To prove to the Jamaican people that you're looking out for them? So you have a big shot people them just say, yo, just give me money, man. Look at them say, yo, we're already preparing for the storm. But Andrew, what the Jamaican people them not realize is that we're not frightened by that marketing strategy. We're not. We're not frightened by it. Because it's a marketing strategy. To say, see there, the man at work, see man just secure 200 million the phone already, and the storm not even come yet. That mean when that means if a storm come, money there already. If you get on the back pound of feet, that is good governance. No. 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 Somebody said you're so smart. No. It's a political point for you to forget about the $40 billion where we're gone from Upper UE, for you to forget about the $3 trillion that cannot be accounted for you to just forget about everything that's happening. It's a distraction. It's a serious distraction. This hurricane season, expect something. I don't know what it is, but expect something. And it's going to be massive. And guess what's going to happen? 90% of the people are still without housing. 90% of the people are without housing. And it's now just before hurricane, Idrankra come with modular houses. We have 950 modular houses that come to get people in there. But whatever is coming is going to take up those modular houses like little paper. Like little paper. Mark my word. Whatever is coming is going to take up those little modular houses like paper. Don't think that these demonic people don't want what they want. They don't care about you. We're going to see more deaths if another hurricane should come right now. Any other disaster. You know why? Because most of the people are already crippled financially, crippled in terms of housing, weaker homes, no money, frustration. They're not going to fight like they fought in Hurricane Melissa, because people fought in Hurricane Melissa. Lest you forget, people phone in days them not eat, days then don't just not eat, days. Don't forget, after 2 months, people were still marooned, meaning nobody can get to them. While the Prime Minister fly around in a helicopter. Me go sleep. You know how much dirty water people drink? Don't forget the Bahamas. Thank you, Bahamas. Bahamas, anybody from Bahamas, thank you on behalf of the people from St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland. You know what Bahamas did? Bahamas came to Jamaica and they connected water pipes right into the sea and have filter on it and turn on about 7 or 10 pipe and said, come, see water here. It's called desalination. They came months after the Jamaican government failed to even think of doing that. Failed to even think of doing that. Clean drinking water the people were able to get. You know why? Because here in the Bahamas, they don't have rivers. I see them get their water from too. So them already masters desalination and all kind of stuff. Yeah? Yeah, man. Yeah. Marvin, I used to work at Petrocarib. DJ Scratchy Dan. Big up yourself. Yeah, I've got to see me one away and talk to me about that. But it gone over my bedtime. Love for no. Jamaican, stay focused. Work with Marvin. Or not just work with me now. Wanna work with me and watch a revolution that we start in Jamaica. Yeah, you can imagine Marvin get a parliament. Me rotted. Hey, all for my mama good for losing it. That's what I'm gonna say. Then Marvin really reached that parliament for you? Coming out my mother, she gonna say, Lord Jesus, help me. And then that proud look on her face. Proud. Pauline, my mother, big up yourself. But I prefer death over dishonor. We're going to fight and we're going to win. We're going to win. And by the way, there's war coming close to us right now. There's war next door to us. America has warships coming 90 miles from us. And I'm sure Jamaica is going to be one of the countries that allow America to use their planes, their warplanes, to fight against Cuba. Cuba and America are about to go to war. Cuba and America are about to go to war. For those of you who don't know, America has now sent warships. They're on their way to Cuba as we speak. As we speak. Our neighbors. The Caribbean should have been so powerful that we, Jamaica, should have had drones and missiles and stuff ready to defend Cuba. Defend Cuba from America. You can imagine all Caribbean islands should have been on alert. You think America that dare come down here, so? Because Russia and China, yeah, they would have been here to stand with us and back them off. Come off away. Come off of the people them. And I love the fact that Cuba is ready to fight. Do not underestimate Cuba. Do not underestimate Cuba. Trinidad, well, Jamaica is closest to Cuba. Because Trinidad is further down in the ocean. Jamaica is closest to Cuba and an ally, has made themselves an ally to America. Jamaica are going to use them airspace for America launch missiles at Cuba. Remember me to tell you now. Yeah? Remember me to tell you now. God bless you now. Good night. Good night, yeah? Good night. Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to come tomorrow for sure. So tomorrow again, I'll be on it. That was at 8 p.m. but when you don't see me, you don't see me. Usually at 8 p.m. we come on. But when you don't see me, you don't see me. All right. Bless you. Good night, everybody. Good night and good night.